Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We got a special one for you today. Do you hate the Game Awards? Do you hate how biased the Game Awards and other awards shows have become? Well, so do I, and good news, friends. We got the least biased, the 100% most objective tier list ranking and awards show in the gaming sphere coming to you today. It's time for the 2025 Golden Biscuits. Thank you guys for showing up. We are excited. I have a list here of every single game that I have played in the year of our Lord 2025. You might notice some weird ones. You might say, excuse me, Mr. Ballistic Biscuit, sir, why is BioShock on your 2025 games tier list? That's because I played it for the first time this year. That is how this tier list is going to go. We are going to rank every single game that I played this year. We are also going to be periodically giving out some awards. I'll be taking suggestions from chat for those awards. So if you have a funny award or something that you're just curious about, my take on, go ahead and drop it in chat. I am going to be 100% objective, completely unbiased, and you know, I'm very overqualified honestly for this because I once got an A- in a game development class in college, so I'm pretty sure that makes me essentially the most qualified authority on video game quality that is out there, at least on Twitch at this current section. Objective and real, exactly what I'm saying. So we're just gonna dive in, shall we? Best feat award, I'll consider. We're gonna dive in right away. All right, let's just go quick. Ball X Pit. This game is solid. I liked this game. I thought Ball X Pit was pretty fun. I do think it's a little bit of streamer bait. I think that if you don't have the chat integration rolling, it's kind of whatever. I enjoyed it, but I think that the Twitch chat integration is really what makes this game. I think on its own, it's just kind of okay. So here's what we're gonna do. This is streamer bait. This is the streamer bait tier. Ball X Pet is definitely streamer bait. It's like, here, hold on. Here we go. There's bad streamer bait games too. It's streamer bait good. I think it's a good game. I think the bones are there. I think it doesn't have quite enough going on. Like the different characters are not quite different enough to me. There aren't quite enough different balls that you can get, even with the evolutions. I think it's lacking a little bit. It needs something more. But the bones are there. I think it's a really cool take. I think it's a really clever take on both roguelike and the block breaker genre that I hadn't really seen before. Sip of my tea. And I think that I think it deserves recognition for that. For sure. All right, well, Dunk suggested best feat award, and far be it from me. He's been a mod for this entire time. Far be it from me not to dive right into that. All right, I think I already know what the answer is. I think the answer, if we're really being 100% objective of these games here, right? I mean, have you seen Guardian's feat in Night Rain? I mean, brother has talents. That just seems objectively like much more utilitarian than just our stupid human ape feat, right? Oh, you have not? Okay, hold tight, dog. Hold on, we're using an incognito tab for this. Yeah. Here we go. Open link in new tab. No, hold on. We're getting there, boys. He's a Birdman. Talons or drill hands, which are cooler? Probably drill hands, but you know, is what it is. We can't, you know, you can have both, right? You can have talon feet and also drill hands. Here, hold on. We're gonna okay, terrible resolution. We're gonna find a better picture, and we're gonna get there. A minute here, guys. We gotta assemble a little bit here. I misspelled night rain on this search. This is gonna be a nightmare. Oh, okay, we might be okay. I get very different results when I search for it in Brave than I did when I searched for it in Google. I gotta be honest. Most likely to rage quit. Okay. I vibe with that. We'll come back to the Guardian question. Most likely to rage quit game. I'm most likely to rage quit. It's definitely Sins of a Solar Empire. I have rage quit Sins of a Solar Empire. I do not rage quit all that many games. For some reason, Sins of a Solar Empire just touches my soul in a way that I am not like prepared for, and gets me madder than any other game. And I genuinely couldn't tell you why. Here's what we're gonna do. Hold on, wrong layer there. Oh, did I put game of the year on the background? Hold on, guys. We got some fixing to do. I've already scuffed it. We've already ruined it. Hold on. We're already showing how the sausage was made in a way that I was not planning on doing. Here we go. We'll gradient from like here. Nah, too far. There we go. Okay. We need a color match. Like right here. Nah, like right here. We need to be on layer 2 so we actually get the right color match. It's darker than that. We need to grab that. All right. We've done it. Salvaged. We're good. Most likely to rage quit. This award goes to Sins of a Solar Empire. For sure. Still haven't played it. Sins is good, man. I can highly recommend it to other people, and also be scared of playing it for myself, you know. Uh-oh. I haven't locked the aspect ratio. Don't mind me. Most likely to rage quit. This game really just gets all the emotions going for me, man. All the emotions going. All right. We'll save that. We will, in fact, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this a cool way. I'm going to add a new layer to have most likely to rage quit. We know Sins of Solar Empire is our most likely to rage quit. I have duplicate layers here. I don't know how that happened. And now we can continue on our way. Yeah. All right, back to the tier list. Back to the real business. 2XKO. 2XKO is awesome. This game is made for me and is not going to stick around. Fighting games never stick around as long as they should. There's always a high bar to entry. I think 2XKO is better than most fighting games in lowering the bar to entry, which I think is very special. I think that's hard to do. I think the way they did auto combo, the way the different fuses work, the simplicity of a lot of the moves where they're not having like quarter circle stuff. It's just direction and buttons. they're keeping it simple without really like sucking the depth out of the game. Yeah, I think it'll have a hard time competing. I think it, unfortunately, I think this is like great game, tough niche. Like, there aren't casual fighting game players. Except for like me and 4 other people in the world. And I think that is really going to hurt it in the long run. Like, it's going to have a hard time competing with Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, kind of what you're saying. And it's going to struggle with that because those are established games with established fan bases, and they're not going to want a dumbed down version of their game, right? That's not what they like. What the people who like those kinds of fighting games aren't in it for how easy it is to access. They're in it for, you know, the grind and that sort of thing. And I think it's a pretty specific niche to have, like, a game that is really targeted towards the casuals in a genre and a space that is historically very competitive oriented. I think that's where 2XKO falls, and that is a shame. This is probably further above Bollock's Pit than one tier, but we're gonna handle that as we go. You know what? Actually, while we're in great game, tough niche, we're gonna put Beyond All Reason here. Beyond All Reason would go crazy in 2005. Beyond All Reason is awesome, but the RTS niche is just so dying right now. We just don't have a lot of people interested in it, which is a shame because Beyond All Reason is really good. I think it's pretty derivative. It's not super creative. But I think it's very, like, well put together. It's a good homage to the games that it tries to emulate. It's essentially it's a new RTS that is kind of a spiritual successor to Supreme Commander, and StarCraft sort of, but mostly Supreme Commander. And it's good. It's probably not as good as 2XKO. But I think it fits the tier. So unless we start switching up the tiers, which we can do, we'll go back through once we kind of have a general vibe of all these, right? We'll go back through and fix everything up. We're gonna add a tier. Hold on. We're gonna add a tier we're gonna add a gap right there. Barrel roll. Man, barrel roll's a tough one for me. The game is very clever. The only thing that bothered me about this game was that they were referring to the cylinder of a revolve. Like, their whole gimmick was Western theming and gun theming everything, and they're using an actively wrong term, because they're calling the cylinder of the gun the barrel. And man, I gotta be honest, that hurts me. That hurts me a little bit deep down. It shouldn't, but it does. It do. I know I'm a nerd. I know it's a me problem. Man, where to put this? I don't think it's as good as 2XKO. It is very creative. This game is super cool, looking dapper, I might add. Thank you. We got to get dressed up for the Golden Biscuits. You know how it is. But yeah, this game, like, let's pull it up, shall we? This game was really fun when I played the demo. And it is very creative. I wish I can't even say I wish there was more to it because I only played the demo. So I think this is pretty solid, and the idea is very well executed. It's just a weird terminology thing, right? So we'll put this in a tier. We'll put this above 2XKO. we'll say cool idea, well executed. I'll figure out capitalization later. Good idea. Cool idea. Well executed. Good game. All right. Okay. Battlefield 6. Streamer bait? Maybe. I mean, it's Battlefield. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do with Battlefield. It's just Battlefield. It's the same Battlefield game that's been coming out forever. They're all the same. It's generic military shooter. It was a good Battlefield. Yeah, that's fair. I haven't played enough other Battlefields, I guess, to really judge. It feels like worse PlanetSide to me. I want to play it more, just always leaguing when other people are around. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think this is hear me out. This is the Dalton line. This is a football reference. I don't know if anybody else is gonna get the Dalton line reference. This is the Dalton line. This is a perfectly average game. This is exactly in the middle. It is a perfectly acceptable game. It doesn't have a ton of flaws. Is it really good? No. It's the perfect median by which to judge everybody else. Could be talking about my boy Andy Dalton. I am the Red Rocket himself. Oh yeah, you're a Bengals fan. You know all about the Dalton line, huh? Yeah, this is the Dalton line. Battlefield 6 is the perfect median. It's the median game. I think that goes right there. All right, we're gonna skip Expedition 33. What else we got here? We got any cool ones? We'll jump around a little bit. Let's see. Escape from Duckov. Escape from Duckov is streamer bait, but good. I like Duckov. I think Duckov is good. I don't think I would play it off stream. I think it was a funny bit because it's ducks, and I think there is more game there than you would expect, at least to me. There's more going on in Escape from Duckov than you might expect. I was expecting it to be more streamer bait than it was, which is why it will live in streamer bait good. I think there's also streamer bait bad. I don't know what of these would live in streamer bait bad, but I think there's streamer bait good for sure. It's good off stream, but not enough plot interest. Yeah, it's kind of missing something. But it's gonna pop off because all the streamers are gonna see funny duck game, right? That's kind of my take on the situation, at least. So I think it belongs here. We might move the well. Do we need another tier? Might already need another tier. Maybe like good but needs more. Yeah, because we could. I think I would probably put it above the Dalton line. I think mayhaps. There's definitely some on here that are good but needs more. Mostly positive. Yeah, perfect. Very, very Steam review adjacent. Mostly positive. It's good. But it needs more juice. Needs more meat on the bone. I'm not gonna put needs more meat and then post that on Twitter. That's gonna be a nightmare. What else we got that would be good but needs more juice? Let me think. I think that might be where Raven's Watch falls. Oh. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Actually, you know what? Well, I didn't play all of Godbreakers. I think I'm gonna try not to put games that I only played the demo of in Good But Needs More Juice. I saw the potential in Godbreakers. I don't really want to put that there. You know, We'll put I think Raven's Watch probably falls into that same category of mostly positive, kind of what Space Mood's saying. It's pretty good, but I think it could definitely use more. Let's look up Raven's Watch, shall we? This game's pretty cool. It's a fun, like, roguelike. It just didn't really capture me. Game is very hard, and the building itself. Okay, this is just, yeah, here we go. Game is very hard, co-op roguelike. And the build construction itself didn't have enough variety for me. So I think the game is good. I think it needs some tweaks. I think it might need a little more juice than what it had. It does have more than, it definitely does have more juice than Duckov, though, huh? We'll leave it here for now. We might move it. It's just better PoE 2. I respect that take. I disagree with that take, but I do respect that take. They are very similar in a lot of ways. The roguelike aspect adds some things, takes away some things. Ooh, here we go. Creeper World 4. We're gonna more tiers. This is the Goldilocks zone. Creeper World 4 knows exactly what it is. And it lets itself be that. It is short. It doesn't have to be long because it doesn't have that much going on, but it doesn't like overstay its welcome. It is not too long, it's not too short, it's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's right in the Goldilocks zone. It's perfect. It is not going to be a transcendent game. But it doesn't have to be. It knows exactly what it is, and it lets itself be that. And I think that's all it needs. Oh, actually, you know what's good but needs more juice? Need a prediction for over under 9.5 tiers. 1, 2. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9.5 tiers, man. I don't know. I'd take the over on that already. I watch too many Coney streams, man. Well, we got 6 with actual. We got 6 with games in them. All right, these are placeholder tiers. We're gonna go ahead. We'll put King is Watching in good but needs more juice. I really liked King is Watching. I think King is Watching is really fun. I have friends who are obsessed with King is Watching. It just needed a little something more for me to really hook me. I thought eventually they got a little bit samey. All the runs kind of got pretty samey after a while. The upgrades that I was getting and this, the meta progression of the roguelike, I wasn't unlocking at a high enough rate for me to feel like it was really making a difference. Essentially this game, you have like, it's a kind of roguelike city builder going on, where you only produce in tiles where you have your zone of where, like, you as the king, where your eyes fall. And it's pretty cool. I like it, but I just think it needed something that some je ne sais quoi, right? Something I can't quite put my finger on. I should probably play it more, but it didn't really hold my attention as long as I had hoped it would. So I think it's going there. Oh, here, we should put, you know what we should do? We're gonna take a second. We're gonna put some text on the screen so people know. Oop, hold on. We're going to have text here. I don't know. I was thinking about gating this behind like a donation or something, but that's dumb. Let's pick a cool font, shall we? What did we use for? Yeah, Castellar. This is what we used for the Golden Biscuits. Ooh, put it down here. We're gonna do a nice orangey color, Golden Biscuits color. We'll put it up here. Huh. Nope, that's so much worse. That's so much worse, guys. I've made it so much worse. I'm sorry. Work with me here. We're gonna put it right here. And we will, can we give it a background? Doesn't look like it. I want to give it a white background so you can actually read it. Here we go. Background color. Perfect. We'll give it. Yeah, we'll give it a gradient. That looks so much worse. Why did the gradient not go? Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold tight. Oh, that's gradient. Oh, I understand. That's not at all what I'm looking for. I'm looking for background outline. There we go. Background opacity 0, outline. White outline. Yeah. That looks terrible. Give it a black outline. I should have done this before. Black outline is fine. All right. We're gonna keep rocking. Sorry, guys. We're doing this on the fly. This is the first ever Golden Biscuits. You know, we're gonna have to figure it out as we go. All right. What else we got, boys? Mega Bonk. Mega Bonk is awesome. Cool idea, well executed. So simple, it's good. It lets itself be. I mean, maybe it's Goldilocks zone. But it's way better. Mega Bonk is sick, dude. This game is so much fun. It's very, like, it lets itself be exactly what it is. It's a Vampire Survivors like, but 3D. It is exactly as cool as that sounds, and it is no cooler. I've had a lot of fun with it. I know a lot of people who have had a lot of fun with it. I think it's extremely enjoyable. It's hard. It's a difficult game, but that's not a negative necessarily in my mind. It's got a lot of content for a surprisingly, simple game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to put this. This feels like this deserves to be higher than Barrel Roll. In fact, we're gonna drop Barrel Roll down a little bit. I think we're gonna do this. I think the Goldilocks zone is a little better. I think this is more reasonable. I think we need another tier. I think Mega Bonk's better than 2xKO. I think Beyond All Reason also knows exactly what it is. We could put that in Goldilocks zone. Goldilocks feels like it should be above at like one of the 2 tiers above it. Yeah, thinking like here or here. I think that's fair. I think 2xKO is kind of, I think 2xKO is better than Creeper World Horde. I'm going back and forth. 2xKO and Mega Bonk are both very good. I think you can argue which one of these is a better game. I think they're very similar in tier. I think Beyond All Reason probably has to go down. And you know what? Beyond All Reason might be good, but needs more juice. To be honest. To be totally honest. Bar is fun, but it is very derivative. Here. I got an idea. Fun, but done before. Done better before. Right? Perfect. Beyond All Reason goes there. I'm sure something else will go there as well. The Dalton line being at the bottom, I can't help it. I pick a lot of good games. Battlefield 6 is very rapidly not feeling like the median game anymore. Maybe that's because it's just too low. Maybe this tier just goes higher. These categories keep growing. Hey, don't blame me, man. I can't help it. I think Beyond All Reason sitting there. I think Battlefield 6 is probably better. I think putting Duck Off, Raven Watch, and King is Watching, like, it's maybe just below the Dalton line, I think is fine. But in fact, you could help it. Nah, dude, can't help it. Nothing to do. Here we go. Here's a tier I was thinking about before the stream. Why does this exist? Why does Monster Train 2 exist? It's the same game. There is no difference between Monster Train 2 and Monster Train 1. It's the exact same game, dude. You could have released this as a 3 GB update to Monster Train 1. I love Monster Train, bro. I love Monster Train, and I love Monster Train 2. But they're the same game. Monster Train 2 does not need to be there. They're the same. They're exactly the same. It's the same thing with Splitgate 2. Why does Splitgate 2 exist? It's the same game as Splitgate 1. Splitgate 1 is a live service game. Splitgate 2 didn't need to exist. You already had everything that you needed. You didn't need to make Splitgate 2. It's not that it's bad. It's a fine game, but why is it there? Why does it exist? Is there a play for 1 weekend or bait your friends to pay $20 tier? There should be, huh? There should be. What would go there? Battlefield 6 would go there for me. I like Battlefield 6 being the Dalton line, though. I honestly haven't played that many bait your friends to pay $20 games. I don't think. I'm just not susceptible to these things. But yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We are going to put, while we're here, actually, I just thought of this. Mortal Shell goes in the Goldilocks zone. Mortal Shell is awesome. It is exactly how long it needs to be. If Mortal Shell was 3 hours longer, it would be terrible. But it doesn't overstay its welcome. It is very good for exactly as long as it needs to be, and that's it. Best NPCs? Ooh, interesting. I like that one. That's actually a very good question. I mean, I guess I played BioShock this year, right? It's got to be BioShock. I know BioShock didn't come out this year, but neither did most of these, and this is the Golden Biscuits. We do it a little differently here. I think it's got to be BioShock. Here, we'll do a new award. New award. New layers. New layers, everybody. Best NPCs. This has got to be BioShock for sure. That's a good one. I like that one. I know, Dunk, we haven't gotten to best feat yet. I'm still contemplating. All right, you gotta hang with me here. Where's BioShock? Here's BioShock. Yeah, actually, we can put these on the same. We can put these on the same layer. That's actually a better idea. Oh, squished Big Daddy. Character you take home to meet your parents. I like that one too. Hold on, dude. $20.25 Golden Biscuits. All right. We'll save that. Not Claire Obscure. Oh shoot! I forgot. You're right. You're right. What a joke. Expedition 33 exists. Well, no, yeah, you're still right. I was gonna say most of my favorite characters in Expedition 33. Oh, no, that's not what we're looking for. Are also like are playable characters. But you're 100% right. I mocked the best FRPG. I mocked the Game Awards in my intro for giving all the awards to Expedition 33. I'm just gonna do the same thing. Expedition 33 is flawless. This game is insanely good. All right, perfect. Yeah, I like your character you take home to meet your parents. Let's go back to our thing here. Character you take home to meet your parents, huh? Let me think about it. I mean, SKA. The robot from Wildgate. Ooh, Venture. Actually, you're so right. Venture would convince my parents that streaming is a real job. If I'm gonna take a character home from a video game that I played this year, it has to be Venture, just so he can tell my family that I swear to God, streaming is a legitimate job. I'm not a deadbeat. I promise. I swear I'm doing this for reasons. All right. Yeah, that's the correct answer. Hold on. Yeah, character you'd take home to meet your parents. Jeez, this is a long one, dude. Okay. Yeah. Let's grab a picture of Venture real quick. Yeah, this is what I like to see. Here we go. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna crack open the snipping tool, take a screenshot of this real quick. For sure. You're right. It's Venture. It's 100% Venture. He's helpful. This man convinces your family that streaming is a real job, and also like helps your mom with the dishes after dinner. You know, has great science facts for the kids. Just all around the guy to have around, for sure. Very good call. I like that. I like that one a lot. All right. Let's keep going. What else we got? Fun but done better before. We got anything else that kind of fits there? I mean, there's a part of me that wants to put Path of Exile 2 fun but done better before, because Diablo 3 was a gift from the gods. But I'm not sure. Here we got more tiers. Well, the trick your friends into buying for one weekend tier. I think this is just above the Dalton line. This is Satisfactory, by the way. Satisfactory goes here. Right above the Dalton line. Yeah, I think you're right. Because it is still a positive experience. Yeah, high highs for one weekend. Satisfactory was awesome. Satisfactory was super fun. I didn't play Peak. This is specifically games that I played in 2025. Peak would go there. I think Peak would either go and trick your friends into buying for a weekend or streamer bait. But I think that's a reasonable take. Hellcard, gosh, I played a non-zero amount of that game. What game was that? I know I played this game, but I don't remember it at all. Oh yeah, this game. This game was fine. This game was fine. This game was not that exciting. It was good. Tried to be Slay the Spire tier. Yeah, basically. I mean, maybe that's fun but done better before, but it doesn't deserve to be up as high as Bar. It could be good but needs more juice. It could be I forgot this game existed. Yeah. Yeah. It belongs here. I forgot I played this game. Why does this exist is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's fair, actually. That's fair. But like Monster Train 2 and Splitgate 2, right, are a different kind of why does this exist? Why does this exist? Like, those games have not changed. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ooh, great game, small niche. Night Rain. This game's awesome. Night Rain is so much freaking fun. But it's a small niche. The Battle Royale, roguelike, Souls-like community is not very big. I'm saving that. This might be great game, small niche might be the second highest tier on this tier list. Spoiler. So no, you know, don't judge that it's not S. I think the top might be 1. Best side quests recommended. I'll think on that one. That one I didn't play. There's a lot of games that didn't really have I didn't really play a lot of side quests, to be honest. Especially because I was doing so many games for streaming this year. Ooh, actually, you know what? Tricking your friends into buying for one weekend. That's RoboQuest. RoboQuest. I played a crap ton of RoboQuest on my own, but I do think, well, maybe cool idea, well executed. Man, I keep moving bar down. I think fun but done better before is lower. I think it's here. But RoboQuest is very good. RoboQuest is a game made for me. Like, run and gun, super speed, fun aesthetic, roguelike, shoot 'em up, power fantasy game. I mean, RoboQuest is everything that I could ever ask for. This game is so, just look at this game. It's more frenetic than even the trailer makes it seem. This game is so fast paced and is such a good aesthetic. It's so good, man. RoboQuest is great with or without friends. Yeah, that's why I think I bump it up to cool idea, well executed. I was gonna say trick your friends into buying, but this game is fun for more than one weekend. This game is very good. This might be Goldilocks zone, but I think we're gonna leave it in cool idea, well executed for now. It's so good. RoboQuest is really, really, really good. This is the top of cool idea, well executed. Barrel roll is lower in this tier. For sure. For sure. Okay. What else we got? What else we got here? Already 11 tiers. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and we are gonna have, yeah, well, you know. Gotta get my descriptive tiers in, all right. It's a good bit. I don't know what to tell you. Neo 2. Great game, small niche. Not too small of a niche, but I do feel like it's still a pretty niche game. I think Souls likes in general are kind of there. I think we'll put Neo up there, Neo 2 up there for now. Neo 2 is very good. I had a ton of fun. I might play original Neo before Neo 3 comes out early next year. Good, but could be done better. Fun, but done better before. Is that kind of what you're thinking? I don't know, man. I think this game is very, very good. Is it like, you know, is it worse Sekiro? No, not really. It does its own thing. I don't think it's fun, but done better before because it combines. It's not super unique, but it combines a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different places in a way that I think is kind of unique. You know what I mean? I think that part of it is cool. Is unique and good to me. I think it deserves to be up here. It's not Nightlight. Night Rain. I mean, I think it's as good as Night Rain. I think it's as good as Night Rain. I really do think it is as good as Night Rain. Night Rain is very good. But I think Neo 2 is as good. Four Strike is good but needs more juice. I like Four Strike a lot. It needs more going on. There's just not quite enough variety in the different builds that you can do. Man, this is just turning into roguelike tier down here. Roguelikes that are just okay tier. Very quickly. But I think that's where it belongs. Hey, another candidate for Goldilocks Zone, Path of Acra. Path of Acra knows exactly what it is. Path of Acra is a build making sandbox. It is very odd. If you have not seen Path of Acra, it's a roguelike with rapid hero customization. I mean, it's one step above ASCII graphics. But it is extremely fun for a short amount of time, but it doesn't really pretend to be anything it's not. It just lets itself be a roguelike build making sandbox. It lets builds be broken and it lets builds be really bad, which I appreciate. You get to pick a culture, a class, and a religion. So it's like super customizable. I think this game's super fun. I think it has just enough stuff, and I think it's great. I think Path of Acra deserves to be in the Goldilocks zone. I think it might be better than Creeper World. In fact, I think Creeper World is probably the bottom of the Goldilocks zone. Streamer bait. Final sentence is streamer bait. Nobody's playing this game off stream. Nobody is playing this game and not streaming it. It's fun. It's fine. But like, it's fun for 10 minutes and it's fun to make fun of a streamer for typing things wrong. This is pure streamer bait. Final sentences. It did not go. This was one of the few Steam Next Fest games that did not end up on my wish list. It was just kind of okay. It's good. It's fine, but it's below average. I think streamer bait is fair. Hellcard, yeah, I forgot I played this game. My Hero Ultra Rumble. This might go in why does this exist? No, I know why this exists. I'm going to put that in I forgot I played this game. I'm a little ashamed that I did play that game, but it did happen. That game is, I mean, it's literally, I had fun with it for the 10 minutes that I played it. I played it more than that, but it's free, which that part of it's nice, but it's like a weird My Hero Academia beat 'em up with like awkward control. It's also a battle royale for some reason. And awkward controls. It's something, dude. I don't know quite how to feel about it. Yeah, you got something to say, Dunk? You got something to say about Momo Yaoyorozu? All right, say it to my face. It's fine. It was, watching this, there's actually a lot of the game that I clearly had not seen. So maybe at some point I'll revisit this game, but it was fine. It was acceptable. It'll go into I forgot I played this game because I did forget until I was literally looking back through my Steam library, trying to remember what games I played this year, specifically for this stream. What else we got down here? Marvel Rivals. This game is better than maybe all of these. We need another tier. This is not a small niche. Top of its genre. This might be the best hero shooter I've played. And maybe we're amending right now. Overwatch 1 was probably better. Like early Overwatch 1 was so good. I know some of that's nostalgia goggles because I was playing it on my laptop on the floor of my best friend's dorm in college. But yeah, I think that's part of it. It was just so new. This game is really, really good. You played Overwatch? Don't get me started, Thunk. Played more Overwatch than you, nerd. I don't think that's true. I think we were pretty close in playable hours, but I think, yeah, this game, phenomenal. Top tier. Does Night Rain belong up there? No, Night Rain belongs in Great Game Small Niche. I think Neo is below Night Rain. I think 2XKO is below both of them. But I think we'll go back through and order the tiers more carefully. I think as we go. Swap Meet. Why does Swap Meet exist? Not in the same way. Like Monster Hunter 2 and Splitgate is like, you didn't have to make that game. Why'd you do that? Swap Meet is like, why are you doing that? Why would you willingly create a game that creates such negative visceral reactions in people? This is a me problem. Swap Meet did not mesh with me. The gameplay was not fun enough to overcome the absolutely horrifying aesthetic. I just wasn't into it. Games are hard. I don't want to be too hard on games because games are really freaking hard to make. And I honestly don't think I played any games this year that were genuinely like bad. I know that Swap Meet was not for me. And that's okay. It can be for other people. It was definitely not for me. I just wasn't into it, man. Was not into it. BioShock. Where does BioShock? It's fun but done better before. It would be very funny to put BioShock in. BioShock might be the Dalton line for me. It's like, it's the perfectly average game. It's especially now, right? Playing it back when it came out, I'm sure was an experience. Was like quite the experience. Because it was very revolutionary for its time. But playing it now, it's an RPG. It's another RPG. Like, it's pretty stock. I think it's as stock as Battlefield. It's just that fun but done better after. Yeah, you're right. More tears. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Fun but done better after. Yeah, that's BioShock. We got a lot of tiers here, guys. This really is turning into a Coney tier list. Here we are. Very, very good. All right. Here, let's take a quick sidebar. And we will do we'll go back to the best feat award. Let's see. This has gotta exist. We gotta get a good picture. Do we have to go get our own screenshot? We might, dude. We might. I know. Man. Hold on. I think we figured it out. I think we got there. Okay, here we go, guys. Hang tight. All right. For our boy Dunk, we need a new lair. He requested the best feat award. You requested this thinking I was gonna say Luna. I'm not. My guy, I got news for you. Have you seen Guardian and Night Rain? That is some absolute manly utilitarian talents right there. Dude could kill you with those. All right. You did this. Think about that. You made me do this. Consider your choices. This is an image that I have to have on the internet forever now. I need you to consider that carefully. All right. Suggest a better one next time. Yeah, if you got suggestions for awards, now's the time. We're starting to run out of games of the tier list, so throw them out there, boys. Let's see. Recluse, no love yet. Does she have feet? I don't know. She floats. She's got a long skirt and she floats. She might not have legs. How do I know, dude? All right, Godbreakers. Where does Godbreakers go? Probably cool idea, well executed. Godbreakers did not really hook me until like the second boss fight. And it sounds like there's a lot more to this game. I've only played the demo of this game. It seems like there's a lot more now than there was on the demo. But this game, hold on, let's go to the actual, was super, like, pretty cool. I wasn't 100% sure about it. And then one of the boss fights basically turned into like a 3D bullet hell. And became incredibly fun incredibly quickly. So I think that this game deserves to be cool idea, well executed. I think a lot of these indie games kind of sit in, I think it's the bottom of this tier. I didn't enjoy it quite as much as I enjoyed RoboQuest or Barrel Roll. But it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It'll live there. You did the research. Sins of Solar Empire 2. Man, this is a hard game to place. Fun but done better before, maybe. I mean, it's its own thing, dude. This is just a tough game. There's a reason this was my, yeah. So I don't know if you were here for it, Space Mood. We got one of the first suggestions was most likely to rage quit. It was Sins of Solar Empire. Sins of Solar Empire. Hold on, can I merge this up in one layer? No. If I merge this layer down, perfect. Okay, now they're on one layer. Most likely to rage quit. Yeah, this is the game. This game kills me. I love it dearly, but it kills me. So I feel like, do we need another tier? Do we need another tier? Fun but done better before, maybe. Could all the RTSs have been done better before? Could just be cool idea, well executed. But I don't think it's that cool of an idea. Like, it's well executed for sure, but it's not like a super unique thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is this good but needs more juice? It has plenty of juice. I think it's just not for me necessarily. It legit was done better before. That's true. It feels bad piling all the RTSs into fun but done better before, but it's just so hard to hold a candle to stuff like Supreme Commander and StarCraft. you know? That's just a tough genre to be in. Yeah, it's a tricky one. We just need some remasters. I agree, man. I'd be all over a Supreme Commander remaster. Yeah, I'll be around tonight. Well, we can talk after stream about that, but I should be around tonight. I'll be around tonight at some point. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna try and avoid adding any new tiers. Path of Exile 2. Great game, small niche. I don't know if it's as good as I don't think it's on the level of the rest of these. Maybe fun but done better before, honestly. There are other ARPGs that I like more than Path. Yeah, and I think Path and Sins are probably pretty close as far as how much I actually like them. I think that both of these games are really good. I would play Sins probably the same amount that I have played Path if I didn't tilt at Sins as hard as I did. So I think that this probably makes sense. Path is very good. I definitely think it leaves some stuff to be desired. There's some wonkiness in some of the combat. I think it's a shame, like armor, the primary like tanky kind of stat you can get is just less effective than all the other tanky stats you can get. Like it's just worse than energy shield and evasion, which feels bad. The dodge rolling feels clunky. Like there's certain overall, like the build making in this game is still really cool, and overall I think the game is very good. But it's definitely missing a little bit. And I think that's a shame. What else do we got here? You got any more award suggestions? We got best NPCs, most likely to rage quit, character you take home to meet your parents, best feat. I mean, that covers basically all the bases, right? We'll do a game of the year at the end, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows what it's going to be. Best side quests was suggested earlier. Let's do best side quests. Let's think about best side quests. Let's see. Night Rain side quests are actively bad. I would consider the Remembrances side quests. I hate how those are implemented. Neo's side quests are just more of the same. Like I don't think there's anything particularly special there. A lot of these don't really have side quests. Okay, here's a thought. RoboQuest? When you, I don't know when RoboQuest was released. I think it's a little bit older. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. We're doing, yeah, this is 2023. That's fine. I think RoboQuest's like side quests, quote unquote, right? Which I would consider like the speed trials and that sort of thing, where you can unlock different paths depending on how fast you go or what items you pick up. I think those are really cool. Those were very compelling. I know me and you, Space Mood, spent a long time trying to run through the first 2 levels fast enough to unlock that one speed door, the speed challenge door. That's super fun. Trying to think other games that have side quests in here. Path side quests are okay, but involve a lot of backtrack. I think it might be RoboQuest. I think I'm gonna consider RoboQuest for that. I think we're gonna do that. Let's add a layer. Let's do best side quests. Best side quests. Whoop. Here, we'll do this on. Hold on. Here's what we should do. There we go. Perfect. Best side quests. I think this is RoboQuest. I think the way RoboQuest does side quests is just very unique. no. Again, not what we're trying to do here. Hold on. There we go. I think the way that this game handles side quests is just top notch. I know they're not traditional side quests, but I think kind of the alternate routing, I think it's close enough to call it side quests. And I think that's really cool. I really like the way that they do it. So we'll roll with that. All right. Keep on moving. Speak now or forever hold your peace for any more awards you guys want to suggest, because we are on the last 2 games here. Monsters Are Coming Rockin' Road. This game was very cool. It was a cool idea and it was well executed. I don't have too much to say about that, to be honest. Game was pretty much exactly what I expected. It wasn't, best game for playing with Robbo. Yeah, that's fair. Why don't we do best game for playing with the mods? Because I'm gonna post this to like Reddit and everything after. We'll do best game for playing with the mods. Let's see. What is the best game for if we could get all the mods together? All 3 mods, you, Dunk, and Laser Wraith, all together. What would be the best game for that, you think? Borderlands 2. I didn't play. I'm trying to keep it to the games that I played this year, right? This is the Golden Biscuits. This is the awards for. It's not TI4. Yeah, it's evidently very much not TI4. Best game for playing with the wife. Oh baby, I like that one too. We'll do that one after this. Hold on. Let's do new layer. Hide layer 7. Best. Nope. This is what I get for doing this in paint.net and not doing it in like Photoshop or something. Best game to play with my mods. I think it might be Rivals. I think the answer is probably Rivals, right? I think 2xKO would also be fun to play a bunch of 2v2s with you guys. I think that'd be great. But the answer is probably Rivals, because we all did play Rivals all together at one point or another, and it was very fun. We'll say Rivals for this. Where is Rivals? Here we go. Marvel Rivals. Perfect. Okay, we got a couple more to do now. Best game to play with the wife? Sure. Let me think about that one. The wife or your wife? We'll do your wife. No, we'll do the wife. We'll do my wife specifically. Swap me. You know what I'm saying? I do know what you're saying. I shouldn't have laughed that hard. I take it back. Shame on you. Shame on you. I mean, it's probably Expedition 33, honestly. My wife and I literally sat down and watched the last bit of my Expedition 33 stream. Just to watch it, just because we wanted. She missed it and wanted to know what happened. And we just sat down and watched it together. It was a lot of fun. Satisfactory actually would also, I think is also a fun one to do together. I think that would have been a good time. We did play Final Sentence together as well, which was pretty fun. That was actually Final Sentence. As much as I didn't care for Final Sentence that much as a game, I had a lot of fun playing with my wife, just getting competitive over typing speed. It was a very funny game to play together. I think we might slam Final Sentence for this one. Final Sentence was pretty fun. I enjoyed playing that together. Or Expedition 33. I don't know. Hello, Aliem. Do you want to weigh in? You are the wife in question. I think from the jump, I don't know which one do we like better. Though actually Rivals also fun to play together. Rivals could win an additional award there. I think Satisfactory maybe I don't think Satisfactory holds a candle to Expedition 33 or Final Sense. For this specifically, I think we'll put Final Sentence in there. I like to keep the awards different as we go, so we'll put Final Sentence for this. Best Game While Depressed, I like that one too. We'll do that one as our last award before we go to Game of the Year. Best Game While Depressed. Best game to play when depressed. This is a very funny collection of random awards we have here. Honestly, maybe Mega Bonk. Probably Rivals or Final Sons. Yeah, that's fair. You do love Jeff. That's true. That's true. Kate and I played a ton of Mario Kart World this year. That'd be a good one. We're gonna get a Switch 2 eventually. When the new Smash Bros comes out, I think I have to buy a Switch 2. Mario Kart World looks pretty fun. I just can't justify. I don't know that I have that much interest in playing Donkey Kong. So I feel like I'd only be buying a Switch 2 for Mario Kart World, and I just don't know if that's worth it. Let's see. Games to play while depressed. Duck Off is a good one, but I think the frustration there sometimes keeps it from being super chill. RoboQuest is a very good one. I think it's Mega Bonk, though. I think it's got to be Mega Bonk. I think we got to go Mega Bonk on this. I don't think there's any other answer, to be honest. Let's do it. Mega Bonk wins best game to play when depressed. It is a power fantasy in the coolest way and is also super fun. And also, like, you can just kind of turn your brain off and play it, which I think is awesome. All right, guys. Everybody knows the answer to this. Expedition 33, this is the game of my life. This is the best game I've ever played. This game is... I don't even know how to describe how good Expedition 33 is. Expedition 33, the sound design is perfect. The voice acting is incredible. The writing is really good. Writing in video games is always bad. Video games are not written well, ever. Genuinely, I really feel that way. I think you can get away with bad writing in video games and I will still enjoy the story. This is the first video game that I've been like, this is really well written. The voice acting is incredible, like I just said. The gameplay, the moment-to-moment gameplay is excellent. The Sekiro style parrying feels really good. It's really punchy combat despite being turn-based, which is just so unique and so clever. Everything about this game is phenomenal. And I know a lot of people, now that it won so many games or so many awards at the Game Awards, are hating on it. To be contrarian, this game is incredible. I can't really find a flaw in this game, genuinely. The build making is really diverse. The voice acting, the sound design, the art direction is like FromSoft level of art direction. And the moment to moment gameplay is really good. The combat's really good. The exploration's fun. I don't yeah, I don't have any complaints. Designers learned how to make it off YouTube, by the way. Yeah, I believe that. I think that's it's pretty cool. The way they steadily introduce mechanics, yeah, like the progression is very thought through. Yeah, this game is a 10 out of 10. I wish everybody was hyping this game up, and I went into it almost. I went into Expedition 33 not thinking that I was going to love it. I was kind of ready to be a hater because everybody else loved it so much, and it swept me off my feet. This game is incredible. It's flawless to me. I think that game is absolutely phenomenal. Which also brings us to our last award of the day for all of those reasons. The game of the year. Is clearly Expedition 33, and it is not a contest. This game is just incredible in every way. It wins the 2025 Golden Biscuit Game of the Year award. I am so glad that you got me to play it. I'm glad you kept harping on it and got me there because, yeah, this game is flawless. It deserved every award that it won at the Game Awards. It's a bummer. There's like Night Rain. I love Night Rain, man. I wish Night Rain won some stuff. But I can't hold anything against Expedition 33. The game was truly transcendent in a way that I don't think a game has been in many years. It really captured the way that I felt playing Transistor the first time, and no game has even come close to that. Elden Ring was awesome, but it didn't like captivate me in the way that Transistor did, and this game did, and more. Yeah, this game's phenomenal, and it deserves all of the love that it gets and more. It's so good. And I got no complaints. This is game of the year. What a year to start doing this when we get to play stuff like Expedition 33. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining me for the Golden Biscuits. This is our list. We got let's go through. Whoop, sorry, bumped my mic. Let's go through and do some ordering quick, shall we? Game of my life. These are only one to a tier, so that's easy. Great game, small niche. I think Night Rain is the top there. I think Neo 2 is probably I'm gonna change this. Instead of small niche, I'm gonna say tough niche. I think that these games would be more popular in a world where the genres themselves were more popular. I think this is probably the correct ordering. Maybe 2XKO over Neo. We'll put TXKO over Neo. I really like 2XKO. We'll do that. Goldilocks Zone. Megabonk deserves to be there. Mortal Shell deserves to be there. I think Path of Acro is better than Creeper World 4. We'll go with that. Cool idea. Well executed. RoboQuest Barrel Roll. Yeah, I think this seems fair. We'll bump Godbreakers down. We'll do that. Fun but done better before. I think Path probably deserves to be at the top of this list. I think Bar probably deserves to be at the bottom. Fun but done better after. We got 3 tiers with just 1. How did the Dalton line hold true, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there, Dalton line is not quite accurate. I could bump the Dalton line up. I liked Battlefield 6 more than Satisfactory and more than BioShock. Did I like it more than Path of Exile? I don't think so. I think this is where it belongs. This is a pretty reasonable median as well, so we'll put that there. I don't know if this is 100% accurate. I think I liked RoboQuest more. RoboQuest might belong up here. I loved RoboQuest. I think it might belong up here, and I think it might be above Neo. I don't think this is just cool idea well executed. I think this is a great game in a tough niche. I like The first-person shooter roguelike niche is not super big. I know RoboQuest struggled, but it deserves more. And I think it belongs up there. I think that's fine. Yeah, perfect. Which incidentally, I think I liked all three of these games better than Barrel Roll. I think we bump this up as well. I think we go here. Cool idea, well executed, just above the Dalton line. I think that's fine. Barrel Roll was really cool. So was Rock and Road. So was Godbreakers. But I do think these were just more complete games. I mean, I played the demo for all of these. I know I'm kind of spouting a little bit with that, but we'll go with that. Fun but done better after. Sure. Good but needs more juice. I think this is... I liked Four Strike a little bit better than King is Watching. I think we'll put that there. But I did like Duck Off the most out of all of those. I liked Ball X Pit more than Final Sentence. I think that's fine. I liked My Hero Ultra Rumble more than Hellcard. We'll move that up. Why does this exist? Swap Meet's definitely at the bottom. These two are pretty interchangeable. I think I like Monster Train 2 slightly better than Splitgate. So we'll go with that. Yeah, this is it, boys. We'll post this on our socials later. And we'll call it a day. Sound like a plan, guys? Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching the 2025 Golden Biscuits. This was super fun. All of this stuff is going to be posted on my socials after stream. For now, we are going to take a quick break, and then we are actually going to come back. We're going to play some Night Rain. It is time. We haven't played the new Everdark Balancers yet, and I want to. So, we'll be back. We'll be playing Night Rain. We'll be grinding Everdark Balancers and dying a whole lot. That's the plan. Hang tight, everybody. Thanks for attending. I'm going to go change out of my tux here. And I will see you back in a few minutes once we have everything back under control. Sound like a plan? Hang in there, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.